The best of the Morning X on 99X. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. The original 99X.
Cy Sperling.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Terrific. How about you guys?
We've been wanting to have you on our show for such a long time because you are an American folk hero.
Well, I'm glad somebody finally guessed who I am, because I was getting nervous for a while. I was hoping that our TV commercials get through and people remember them.
Oh, yeah.
Is it hard for you to consider yourself a celebrity?
Well, I never planned to be a celebrity. I mean, my original intent was to promote my own product on TV, and I was a small business person, and it wasn't unusual for somebody to do a commercial and to promote their own product. But in my case, I guess that line, I'm not only the heckler president, but I'm also a client. I mean, I caught on, and I guess it's like people like Jay Leno and Letterman and all the sitcoms that kind of make that line famous. It became a household word.
One catchy thing, man, you're in.
Yeah, well, like Weller. Who was it though? Oh, Claire. Who was that? Where's the beef? What was her name?
Clara Peller.
Clara Peller. Right. So that's all you need is one line to. To the Hall of Fame.
Who thought of that? Did you think of that, or did someone help you out with that?
No, I actually had a ad agency do it for me, and they suggested that I do my own commercial because they felt that I would be very convincing. I guess they liked the way my hair looked with the hair, and I believed in the product, and there's nothing like actually getting on TV and telling somebody, look, it really worked for me. I believe in it. I'm a real guy. I'm not an actor, and that's why we became successful. We started in one little place in Manhattan, and today we're in 62 cities, and we're in downtown Atlanta. Well, actually, we're in Marietta.
In Marietta.
Marietta, right.
Now, what celebrities out there, and you can name names, do you think need to see you?
Well, I co-hosted a WrestleMania 10 with Burt Reynolds.
Oh,
and Jim McMahon, the promoter of the event, told me specifically, said, "Cy, look, if you're going to be on the event, don't say anything to Burt about his hair. He's kind of sensitive about it."
Oh, yeah, I hear he's real touchy about that.
But you want to hear something? We were talking for a half hour, and my eyes and his eyes were going up and down. Like, it was the weirdest thing in the world. Like, we couldn't focus in on. I couldn't look the guy right in the eye, and he couldn't look me right in the eye.
It's like two guys checking each other's hair.
We were checking each other's hair.
What celebrities have gone to you?
I was tempted. I was almost, begging to invite him in for a free haircut. Free hair styling, actually.
Cy, what celebrities have actually gone to you?
Well, our first celebrity client was Jimi Hendrix back in 1969.
Jimi Hendrix was a member of the Hair Club for Men?
Back in 1969. That's how far back we go.
Are you just saying this because he's dead now?
Come on.
No, we really did him.
You gave him that big blown-out fro?
Yeah. And, the reason you're surprised is because, when you think about hair replacement, you automatically think of people like William Shatner and Burt Reynolds, people who don't wear it well. And, these are the kind of guys that stand out like a sore thumb. But for every bad one, there are hundreds of people out there who you never know in a million years, So, I mentioned Jimi Hendrix, but I could go on and on. Our most recent one was, this guy's a little bit sensitive about it, but he kind of left his heart in San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
And he hooked up with MTV, and he wanted a more youthful look, and he was wearing a toupee that wasn't all that good, and we, I think we made he's over 70 at this point, and I think we made him look pretty good. And
you did.
Yes, he's a good friend of ours.
Here's another one. This one here is going to really flip you out. One of the top seeded tennis players. He's also a little sensitive about it, but his girlfriend told him to shave it all off.
Andre?
Well, you said it. I'm not going to. I got to be careful the way I mention names, but I can just tell you that when you look at him now, you can see that he has a 5 o'clock. When you look at his 5 o'clock shadow on top, that his hairline goes all the way back. So why was it that he had a full thick head of hair, and then all of a sudden, he shaves it all off, and you see his hairline going all the way back. He didn't go bald overnight, So we've done so many hundreds of people. As a matter of fact, almost every hard rock group in America has a hair club client
How about
involved
David
in the
Lee
group.
Roth? How about David Lee Roth?
Oh, yeah.
Well, not David Lee, but
you got to get your hands on him.
Come on, name some names.
I'm going to mention some groups like Mark Ramone, Twisted Sister. I could go on and on and on with. Almost every hard rock group in America.
Sure. Hey,
we've done some work for.
Cy, what is the hair club? It's not plugs. Is it like seeds? Do you plant hair seeds? What is it?
Well, when I started losing my hair, I ruled out toupees because I don't want to take my hair off at night. You know, your teeth are in the bathroom, your hair is in the living room. I mean, how do you wake up in the morning and
gather yourself
and put yourself together?
You can
like,
always tell a man is wearing a toupee.
So and then with transplants, I don't want to do transplants because it's surgery and there's always a risk that if you don't like it, you're going to be stuck with it for the rest of your life.
Now, that's what Elton got, right?
No, he tried transplants originally, but then he went to weaving, and that's what I had done on myself back in the late 60s. I was probably the first person in the United States to have a hair weave done on himself, and I like weaving because it was hair being added into my own hair. It was non-surgical. It took a couple of hours to do. There was no pain with it. And then, also, like I was able to lead a normal active life. I could wake up in the morning and jump in a shower and treat it like it was my own hair.
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but I don't want my scalp used for crocheting.
Well, you keep that in mind. 1968, when I had it done, it was weaving. Today we call it the weaver's weave because, not only does it look good and allow you to lead a normal active life, but at this point, if somebody ran their fingers through my hair, they wouldn't feel the weaving. So we call it, we've really taken this thing to the next level, and through our product development, we've reached the point where not only can it look good and feel good, but I mean, it really does look and feel like your own hair at this point.
It's a lot better than that Ron Popeil stuff where you just paint your head black.
Oh, is that hysterical?
Well,
the spray paint.
I mean, who wants to paint their scalp? I mean,
no.
You jump in the shower or you go swimming, and all of a sudden the paint is running down the side of your back. At least what we're doing, it's real human hair. It blends right in with your own hair. It looks natural, and we have a long history with it. We've done, as a matter of fact, from day one, we've done several 100,000 people. I mean, we're an institution with this, and we get tremendous results. And it takes you know what it's like? It's like a crown on your tooth. When you get a crown, it's like in the first day or two you feel kind of sensitive about it, but then after like 2-3 days you start to feel like it's your own tooth.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. I mean, our product is exactly like a crown on your tooth. Once it's done, I mean, you feel a little sensitive the first day or two, but, a week later, you're in a shower, you're doing things like you normally would do. It feels like your own hair.
Now, one last question, Cy. Is it true that a man should look to his maternal grandfather, his mother's father, to see what is in store for him? That's where you get your hair genes? Well, the consensus today is that you could inherit this from either your mother's side or at one point, everybody thought it was the mother's side. But, now the consensus is that it could be from either parent. But there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. The Hair Club for Kids. Hair Club for Kids?
Yeah, well, we're offering our product at no charge to kids undergoing chemotherapy or radiation.
Oh, okay.
And of course, they lose their hair as a side effect.
Okay.
And, we've been turning lives around with this. We're doing it for about 10 years. And I've seen kids literally, like they wouldn't go to school because their friends were teasing them. They have a smile. When we finish them, they have a smile from ear to ear. They go back to school. The friends accept them, and I really believe that even though we don't have statistics on this, but I really believe that we're adding years to their lives because when you feel better about yourself, I think it does something very positive to your immunity system.
That's good, Cy. That's good work.
And one more thing: any parents out there, if they call 1-800-HAIR Club, we'll provide those services absolutely free. And hey, I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client. I'm also a bald eagle. You got it.
Cy Sperling on the Morning X. We'll see you later, Cy.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast.
I am the heel that you love to hate, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
TJ Jefferson, what up? Friends of the show are really wanting to engage with this podcast.
Some AJ Francis.
They were like, we just want you to cause a ruckus. So I went out there, did my own version of a pipe bomb, and it went everywhere.
Wrestling royalty right here. Mick Foley. Anything that you're glad that it's gone?
Well, glad the chair shots to the head are gone.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network.
Can you tell them where to find us?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.